It's Friday, and that means it's 7:02 Unplugged.
It's 23 minutes to 3 o'clock. We are having so much fun this afternoon. I literally hopped across from the one studio where we were for the previous part of the show when I concluded my interview with Bonang to our second studio. And I walked in here and it's like, how many members of an orchestra? Six members. And then, of course, we've got our tenor being the seventh, our technical guys. So you have to see this. Log on to the 702 Facebook page because we bring your 702 Unplugged like no other. It's an operatic experience today. Levy Sekgapane joins us now. He is a tenor who's representing South Africa all over the world. And he is in South Africa performing in the 4th edition of Opera Jewels. It's a showcase, a concert of South African opera singers working abroad. It's on the 3rd of April and it's happening at the Teatro in Monte Cassino. Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
That was the voice of Levy on the mic there. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very happy.
Yes, the last time I saw you was with Priti at the Lindo Auditorium as part of the Opera Jewels. I think it was the inaugural one in 2016. How have you been?
I mean, I'm just having a good life, really.
Yeah, tell me about that good life.
I feel so blessed to be traveling all the time. It's very tiring, but it's my hobby, and my hobby is my job. So it's for me, it's like really, it's glorious.
So where are you based now?
Right now, I'm based in Munich, in Germany. It's where how can I say it? It's like a place where I get to put my suitcase, change my clothes, wash my clothes, hop onto the next flight to another destination.
Yes. Because looking at some of the places you've performed at, I mean, it's Chile, Spain, Austria, Germany, those regions where you are, France. It's just, you're all over the world.
I don't know what to say, really.
So you sought after. I mean, that's the extent to which the fact that you are that busy suggests that you are a proven, tested tenor and absolutely sought after.
Yes, it's a really difficult life. I don't know how much you know of it. I'm sure Priti must have given you a little bit of what it's all about. It's a really hard life. It's not like because you have the most amazing talent, you can just be given these opportunities, you know. It's also very competitive.
Yes.
There's a lot of opera singers, a really good talent like in South Africa, but only a few make it to the top. And the ones that have made it have all they all have a story to tell. It's not an easy road, but once you get there, you just have to enjoy it, because then you are also sure of yourself. And you know, there's nothing that can stop you. You just have to go and share.
And I think that's an important point to make, because you build your way up to enter and just to get in the door and be a part of a league of performers. And then once you are there, you have to absolutely still continue to fight for that prime position. But the process, because it is quite a process. It is the drama, it is the dramatic side of things. There's a story to be told, there's an element of acting. And then, of course, there's a vocal component. I think
that's right.
Operas are...
Wow, you are such a... You know much. You know so much.
That's amazing. It's just another world. It's a completely other world. You know, because you get swept away, whether you get the language or not, but the emotions with which you take us away with are what we look for in a performance.
Yeah, that's why we also have to speak the languages, which is it's hard. Because
so how's your German? How's your Italian?
I speak German. I actually speak both.
Yes. And Italian, because many arias are also in Italian.
Sono italiano allora. Yes, we have to speak the languages because Italian is the main one that everybody has to speak. It's the how can I say, the universal language. And because we have to portray these characters, and most of the operas were written in Italian.
Yes,
and that's the repertoire that I'm doing lately. And you've got to show the culture as well of the Italian people. That's why we have to be there. We have to live there for a couple of months just to see how people live, how people react, and all the natural temperaments of the Italian people. That's. And you can just imagine performing in Italy. For me, it's one of the most nerve-wracking things, because I get there and Luciano Pavarotti comes from Italy. Lots of greatest tenors of all times come from Italy.
Yes.
And you are judged, and I come from South Africa, and I still do a lot of things that we do in South Africa, and I haven't really gotten that Italian. We call it in Italian. We call it the Italianità, which means the Italian vibe. You know, I still don't have it yet, but it's difficult. It's a process. We learn every single day. Yeah.
I'm friends with Preeti on social media, so I also see her travels and her exploits, and it continues to be such an exciting world. But it's a far cry from Kroonstad.
Yes.
Which is where you grew up here in South Africa.
That's right.
What was life like there? Because you were in choirs already from a very, very early age.
I was in between a lot of things. I was a sportsman. I played rugby, cricket, soccer. I played first team for in my schools because I was really passionate about it, and I wanted to be a soccer star at one point, like all of us. But at some point, I guess, if you grow up there, it's either you have soccer. Or I don't know, you have to go and study to be a teacher or a lawyer. It's a natural way of living in South Africa.
Yeah.
But I think opera found me, classical music found me, because I have one of my older brother, Tebo. He's a musician, and he's a guy that sort of led me into this direction.
Yeah.
Because I was also a little bit unsettled. I was like, opera, I don't know, it makes me nervous. It's too much. You have to be.
So you were content with the choir thing you were doing?
Yeah, I was good. I did choir. That was good for me. Yes. I enjoyed it. I didn't want to be a soloist. That's why when I went to university, I chose to study piano instead of opera. But it just sort of it grew on me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on the night you'll be performing with Megan Katz, who is a South African soprano, and she works and lives in Austria, in Vienna. So are you guys like a little community there together as South Africans living there?
Yes. Megan. Well, there's about five more South Africans living in Vienna.
Yeah.
But I'm far away from them because I'm always like around all over Europe. But when we get time to see each other somewhere, we make it happen and have our little South African moment of songs and dancing and just going crazy. So
because the reputations of South African artists that others are building benefit everybody else as well.
Yes, I mean they go, oh, do you know Preeti? And yes, I worked with her 3 years ago. Oh yeah, and also when she meets others, do you know Levy? And it's like, oh, do you know Megan? And it's a small community, and South Africa is doing so great globally. In terms of opera, I think we're producing the most talent right now, or the most
amazing.
Singers, and they're all going to Europe, and it's really or even to America or to the UK. So I'm very proud of that.
I think it's wonderful because we had you paired up with Preeti when she did the inaugural Opera Jewels, and now you're paired up with Megan. So kind of this chain and paying it forward in a way. And it's all happening on the 3rd of April at the Teatro at Monte Casino. You need to come out to see Levy Sekgapane. If you've never seen him on the stage, you have to. Are you going to be in a suit, black tie?
The one I wore there.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did. I'm just making sure. Okay. And of course, you will be accompanied by the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra. They'll be supporting you on the day. And in fact, members of the Philharmonic Orchestra are supporting you this afternoon.
They sound really amazing, I have to tell you. Yeah.
Yes, I got to conduct an orchestra a few weeks ago, so I've got immense respect for this particular space, and it needs more support. We need more people to be aware of how we can support the artists already there, but also in developing the pipeline. So after the break, you're going to be performing. What did you select?
I've selected two Italian pieces, opera pieces that I normally sing in concerts. The first one is Una furtiva lagrima. It's from an opera called Elixir d'amor, the elixir of love. And the next one is called Parmi veder ella mi fu rapita, from Giuseppe Verdi's opera Rigoletto. And the last one, if we have a chance, is called Bring Him Home, from Les Miserables. I don't know if you know it.
Maybe Les Mis, of course.
702 Unplugged.
solo istante i palpiti del suo bel cor sentir, i miei sospiri confondere per poco a suoi sospiri, i palpiti sentir, confondere i miei coso e sospiri. Cielo, si può morire di più, non chiedo. Ah, cielo, si può morire di più, non chiedo. Si può morir, si può morir
Absolutely stunning. Let's get on to the next one. That was breathtaking. Even doing your conducting whilst you're at
I
it.
always do this, by the way.
Yeah. Wow.
But I like to take the chances, like you.
Yes. Yes,
With the
it's
conducting
important.
thing.
No, we could see that. They were there, right there with you. Before we run out of time, let's do the next one.
702 Unplugged. Don't miss a beat.
Parmi veder le lacrime scorrenti da quel cirio, quando fra i dubbi e l'ansia del suo vita peririo, dell'amor nostro in memore, dell'amor nostro a memore, il suo cuore ti richiamo. E dei poter soccorrerti, cara fanciulla amata, che vorria con l'anima farti qua giù beata, e che le sfere gli angeli, e che le sfere agli angeli per te non ho, per te non invidio, e che le sfere gli angeli per te
That was beautiful. Let me tell you what people are saying. Levy Opa says, great talent. Mike says, bravo. And Lou wants to compliment the orchestra as well, saying, what is it? Only 8 people with you there in studio. They sound brilliant. And I can only wonder how awesome they're going to sound when they are complete on the night. And then Mampokoro says, African talent. People are loving you and will be joining you on the 3rd of April.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was an opera jewel right there. One of the opera jewels that we have in South Africa. Levy, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Our emotions were touched. You did your job.
I did my best.
You did your job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and all of the best.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
if you want to know when it's happening, it's at the Teatro at Monte Casino, the 3rd of April, and it is part of Opera Jewels. It's a showcase concert of South African opera singers, many of them working abroad, and so they return to South Africa because we're starved. We don't get to really see many of them on our stages, and this is that one chance in the year. And thank you to everybody, of course, who came through today, members of the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra supporting Levy Sekgapane.